We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs.
Well, what it is. Channel 6 podcast, episode 9, the redo. The other version, you'll never see before. You'll never see it ever. Maybe you'll see it one day after the Redux cut, unrated. Maybe not. Joined tonight by my Michael Harrison, Tag Mode CEO. More on the Tag Mode coming soon.
Yes, sir. What it do? What it do? What it do?
Not much
What's
love. Late Sunday night flow.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it in, man.
Show for show. Something very close to you, situation close to you, They've just announced that Greg Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs is not returning for the rest of the season. He is 76 years old, and this would be his 29th season. He suffered a stroke a couple months back, so he's already been out for a while. There's rumors going around that he may not return at all. It also should be noted that the franchise player Victor Wembanyama is also out for the season with a blood clot in his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
This is your team. You bleed that black and silver through and through.
Through
What's
and
your
through,
feelings?
through and through.
What's your feelings about the situation?
Personally, I as I've stated via text, in the group text, is I hated that Papa's going through what he's going through. Uh, but at the end of the day, your health is paramount. So that comes before anything. So that decision, as far as to be out for the rest of the season, that obviously that makes sense. Even if the team as a whole, was in the top 5 as far as trying to make a playoff push, you still got to be out. You still got to, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Uh, um, and as far as it could potentially be for good, I mean, again, back to the common denominator, your health. So, I mean, he's done put in the work. He's got a Hall of Fame career that he laid out. 5 championships. Lord knows how many wins on his belt. He's done it all. So there's really nothing at this point that he really needs to do to solidify anything. He's done it. So if it leans towards he's done, then he's had a hell of a career.
Big facts.
And
Big facts.
and the guy, I'm assuming that the guy that's coaching now, I'm assuming he will just continue on. It makes more sense to go ahead and just go that way. If that's
Mitch
if
Johnson.
yeah, if that's the direction we're going in, then just keep it going. There's no point in changing it. Now, as far as Vic goes, I mean, I'm just glad the organization caught it as early as they did. So now they know how to go about treating it, as opposed to catching it late, as opposed to waiting to the last minute to catch a diagnosis like this, because I know the severity of it. Uh, the right thing was done with him. Go ahead and shut him down. That's fine. And whatever type of treatments you got to go through it, get it on out the way. And Lord's willing, this upcoming season, he'll be fully healthy and ready to go.
For sure, for sure. And I had already put my theory out there. I really think Papa probably come back for one more season. It just really wasn't any reason for him to come back this season. Okay, they sitting in what like 11th or 12th place right now, so that doesn't even get you in the play-in tournament. The when your star players out, I mean, just be the best thing for him to do. Just keep doing this rehab because RC Buford has reported that he's doing well with his rehab, which is why he was already on his way back, as reported these last couple of days anyway. But I just feel like once they said Wimby was out, he probably looked at it like, you know what? Let me just wash my hands this season. We'll just start back from scratch next season.
Right.
We got the Aaron Fox ready to go. He healthy. We just sit back and wait for Wimby. And I just put together a plan for what may be my final season next year. And and also one more thing, they're gonna be in the lottery. They got picks from other teams, so they're gonna have a good draft.
Yes.
So everything is lining up for, like I say, Pop to have a good season next season. Just come back refreshed and ready.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. And the team as a whole, the organization, draft good as it is.
Yeah.
So, and with all those picks that we have, yeah, it all depends, who we get. But I have no doubts that they're gonna do what they always do. They pick well. It doesn't necessarily have to be the biggest splash. It can be, you know what I mean? It's always them little low key gems that they always go for anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I've always followed, of course, follow their pattern as far as how they draft. They may get that one superstar, and then the rest of them could be just regular role players, but they all have a way of contributing their own way. So
Sure.
I can't wait to see the kind of direction as far as when the draft comes, as far as the direction we go.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Y'all got some picks from that trade with the Aaron Fox, right?
Oh, we should. I'm just not exactly sure what.
For sure, because y'all for sure got Atlanta picks. So if
Right.
the way it's now, okay, Atlanta lost tonight. Of course, that's my team. I'm hoping we get it to play in. Me personally, I'd rather just miss this playoffs altogether and get in the play in. But since we don't have a first round pick this year, it would behoove us to try to make the play in since we don't have any reason to tank. But if by a situation coming we don't make the play in, which could happen, y'all have multiple lottery picks between ATL and what other team y'all got floating out there. So yeah, y'all gonna be straight. This was, I ain't gonna say a good thing. Let's just say it was a blessing in the skies, because now, because I just don't see y'all getting in the play in. You shouldn't want to get in the play in. Like I say, y'all already out the play in now. Just ride this season out. Let the youngsters get some reps in. Let
Right.
Fox get with that system, and like I say, see what you do in the draft. To football right quick. Okay, it's official. Matt Stafford's agent has been given permission by the Rams to speak with other teams. So I'm
I
guessing
saw that.
that their era in Los Angeles is over.
Yep.
Of course, everybody keeps saying New York, New York, New York. Any other team you think he'd be a good fit for?
Team fit. Uh, Besides the Giants. Now, are we just team in general, or a team that actually need a team that
A team
actually
that need, yeah.
a team that need them, and if it's a good fit or not? I think he'll flourish in Seattle based on the pieces that are there. Um, Seattle be one. I say Giants don't have enough, but if they draft good, I mean they do have a starter piece with neighbors, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
The Jets ain't bad either. Um, who else? Uh, I think everybody else pretty much summed up as far as QB. Let me see the AFC. Raiders, possibly. Yeah, Raiders. They got a chance.
Yeah, I forgot all about them.
Yeah, they got a chance. Let's see. That really need the Browns, the Raiders, the Jets. I think everybody. Well, I don't I don't foresee Russ staying in Pittsburgh, so I'll go ahead and throw Pittsburgh in the mix.
Yeah, yeah. His name been floating around with Pittsburgh too. That's the other team I've been hearing outside of the Giants,
Mm.
and I think Mike Tomlin could do something with him.
Yeah, he could. I think he could. So there's a few teams out there, that he could slide right on in, and who knows? It's just based off of the personnel that's there. You know what I mean? That's why it just depends.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna dissect that or his team or whatever that's gonna do it for him. As far as we're just not gonna send him to no crappy ass team. But I'm pretty sure wherever he end up, the pieces should align as far as with this guy got an arm, so he got to be able to have somebody to throw it to. So
In closing, just to summarize, Steph is still signed through the 2026 season. So let's say they don't move on from him. Next season will be his last season.
hmm
He's due next week. He's due a $4 million roster bonus. So I'm pretty sure they would like to have him off their books before the week is out.
hmm
If he stays on through this year and next year, the salary cap is going to take a 49.7 million hit 2025, and 2026 will be a $53.7 million cap hit. So they're working probably diligently to get him off this roster and work some type of trade out before the end of the week. And I believe if it boil down to it, they'll probably cut him. Not
Probably
because they don't see no talent in him, but because just to get that, to get
that
out of
money.
paying him that roster. Yeah, that could very well happen. a Super Bowl winning quarterback getting cut. He wouldn't be the first.
Mm-mm. And it
Even Joe
sure as
Montana.
hell, ain't gonna be the last either.
Even Joe Montana got cut. It ain't. It ain't impossible.
Nah, no, it's not, man. No, it's not.
All right, did you see that about Steve Smith?
I got something to say about that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The only thing I got to say is just to go straight right into it. What I don't understand is why the hub so damn mad for the
This
his other half is so receptive of what Steve Smith was saying. So she as much as to blame as Steve is, bruh. Cause she could have easily shut that down. Like, no, I'm not doing this. I don't want this to happen and or take place. But instead, she opened up Pandora.
mm-hmm.
So but the hubs he mad at Steve instead of that. He should be checking the wife, but instead he want to go all on the media and have his rants towards Steve Smith.
Because ain't no way I'm posting my L publicly like that. It's one thing if
No,
motherfucker find out find out some shit like that. I ain't finna tell. I damn sure ain't finna tell out my own mouth that my old lady got popped. Rather be by a NFL player or a nigga that work at Burger no matter. Now this is what I think happened. I believe dude found out about Steve Smith hitting his old lady, and he probably threatened Steve Smith on some extortion shit. Like, hey, if you don't give me such and such amount of money, your wife gonna find out you've been cheating on her. And Steve probably did pay. So he was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go on here and air your shit out. Because I don't see no other reason to get out here and put all this business out there. I believe they try to squeeze that. They tried to squeeze him for some bread,
hmm
and Steve having it. So he went on ahead and told it. Kind of similar. I'll give you an example. About 15, 16 years ago, these people tried to do the talk show host David Letterman like that. He somebody had proof that he cheated on his wife, and they
hmm
wanted $1 million to keep it secret. So he just went on the late show one night and just told it himself. He told about how he was being threatened and being extorted. He was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, yeah, I've been having an affair. I've been cheating on my wife. And there's people trying to expose me for $1 million. Yeah. So now you ain't got no million. So now you ain't got no money. If I tell on myself or let you tell it, then you ain't got no money. Yeah, same
Right.
thing. Steve Smith. I mean, and what I just, of course, it's going to be drama with his family in his household. But the lady
Yes.
he cheated with works for the Baltimore Ravens
Yeah, I saw she was a cheerleader or something.
in the band,
Oh,
and
okay.
I didn't even know the Baltimore Ravens had a band. The only marching band I always knew of in the NFL was the one in Washington, the one the
Mm.
Commanders and the Ravens always had. I ain't know it was any other team that actually had one. But yeah, and that's another thing. Uh, a man of his stature, you got to cheat up, dog. You can't be messing with no member, no marching band. You supposed to
Oh, I feel
be, you
you.
supposed,
Somebody that's
you,
equal
yeah,
equal stature. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, you supposed to be clapping one of these ESPN or NFL network anchors or something like that. You supposed to be clapping a career champion or Taylor Rooks,
He might not probably want nobody. He probably don't want nobody that's hot. That's high profile. You feel me?
or something. Well, somebody
So
low
I
profile blown up. That's why I say you got see, Mike, you got to mess with somebody that got something to lose. See, them women got shit. Look at, for example, Joy Taylor. She on the verge of maybe losing at minimum her reputation, even if she don't lose her job. So yeah, you
Right.
got to when you out here moving like that, you got to mess with somebody that got something to do.
True that. True that.
But
Yeah.
that's some embarrassing shit, dog. I ain't
Well, and
broadcast like that.
I caught wind of that on Friday, bro. I couldn't believe it, man. I had to screenshot the actual messages
Mm-hmm.
from Twitter. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
that
dude,
shit.
I'm saying, dude, like, bro, you checking Smith, man, but the other half is welcoming all that. So hey, Steve just doing what anybody ever do, just break your chick back in, man. So basically, the other part is, of course, as always, if you ain't taking care of your business at home, your lady wouldn't be out here welcoming something else in the damn
Mm,
first place, any damn way.
yep,
So do your damn job.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's important, man. Hey, man, you gotta take pride, bro, in handling the home front, bro.
Yeah,
Obviously he wasn't. And so Steve Smith said, hey, hey, knocking that coming my way, knocking at my door. Guess I have to bust you up. And that's exactly what he did. So
and
she gone.
and you can't underestimate your woman either. You got to think. Only can the nigga that's pumping gas at the marathon take your could pull up on your woman. An NFL player could work up on your woman. See, that's the thing right there. He should have been had his antennas up. Like, yeah, my old lady around all these NFL players, around all these rich executives, around all these NFL reporters and stuff like that, man. It can easily be taken if you ain't on your job.
Easy. Easily, bro. Excuse me. You gotta be on your job, though. Every day, bro. 24/7, bro. Gotta be.
Yeah,
Somewhere in the back of his head, somewhere in the back of his mind, he should tell himself, yeah, I think I might need to start tightening up on my job.
yeah.
And if you don't tell yourself that, shame on you.
And what make him look even more goofy? Okay, is he done put all this stuff out here about his woman, and then he turn around down the line and take a bag. Now you look stupid. Because why he even put all that out there? If you still gonna take a bag. And then another thing Steve Smith might need to be aware of. That woman could have been trying to set him up too. She might have was in on it too. With the dude. They probably was like, yeah, I'm gonna give him a little bit of pussy, and then we gonna try to get some bread up out of him.
I mean, we never know, bro.
And another thing you need to be aware of, just like they said in that FS1 case with Joy Taylor, how she said if it looked like she was gonna get caught, she was just gonna accuse everybody at the network of rape. If it would have turned out she was gonna get caught,
Yeah.
Steve Smith could have been looking at this same situation. This woman might turn around and say, might turn around and say she was assaulted or felt like she had to have sex with him or whatever. That's why you can't take every piece of pussy that get offered to you. You
You
don't have to fall
notice,
for everything that's offered to you.
you notice in that space. I'm
Mm-hmm,
gonna do that space.
mm-hmm.
The smart ones will have you to sign an NDA.
Yeah, but these days the NDA don't even get you out of it because some of these women that accused Diddy or what they did, they signed NDAs. NDAs, if an actual crime has been committed, an NDA don't mean nothing. They can sign an NDA. A woman can sign an NDA and still accuse you of rape or assault.
Yeah.
That Bill Cosby shit proved that because some of them women signed NDAs too. Bill Cosby shit proved that. That shit proved that. That yeah, NDA don't mean nothing, man.
Obviously now, yeah. Damn. Well,
Nah, they
it
can't.
goes
Nah,
back. Take care. Just take care of home. God darn it. Take care of home.
yeah, you gotta have, you got to have dick this. Like I say, you don't have just because it's offered to you, don't mean you gotta take it. Because even free pussy ain't free. Even
Nah.
free pussy is not free.
Nah.
You
There's a
gonna
cost.
pay one way or another. Either you might pay with money on the back end, you might pay with stress because that shit gonna stress you out. But even free pussy ain't free. You just gotta,
Yeah.
yeah, like you say, buddy on his end, if that's what the case was, gotta take care of home. Steve Smith,
Got to.
you gotta start messing with women who got shit to lose, and the woman. But I ain't got no advice for her. Fuck her. Because she might have played a part in it too. Like I said, it matter was trying to jam Steve Smith up.
It's a good
She ain't
chance. It's possible.
you just can't offer. You just can't take everything that's given to you. You just can't. At a certain age, of course I'm not gonna turn down no pussy. 41 years old now. You gotta think about it like, damn, you know what? Is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Because
Slash slash beneficial.
once I hit it, I ain't gonna be stunned you no more. Now I gotta block your phone. Now I gotta block your phone. Now I gotta block your number. Now I gotta block you on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that. I gotta hope I don't see her out at the store nowhere and all that type of stuff. I gotta hope that when she gave me the ass, do she got a nigga somewhere that's about to find out? Now he might be somewhere hating, ready to slide on me. Man, I didn't even know the joke with the nigga existed. So yeah, sometimes you gotta think, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
You
a lot
can't.
of stuff that comes with it, man. A lot of extra headaches and stuff that comes with that shit, man. So handle your business. Everything that we do, including that, stay on top of it. Then you won't have to worry about nothing. Period.
Real.
So dude he just slacked up. He just gotta do better. That's it. And you just stay on top of this shit. You'll be fine. Whoever buddy is.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I be damn if I'm finna broadcast my L's.
That ain't happening there, man.
It's one thing if the streets just find out, they ain't finna find out because of me. Put it that way.
Exactly.
I can't help with somebody
Exactly.
else, but I ain't finna put my own bullshit out there.
One thing I say is I'm not gonna broadcast my entertainment, man, for y'all to,
Hell no.
for you to, to critique it. Fuck that, man. Now if it's out there, it's because I actually did it, so there's a reason, there's ulterior motive. But other than that, it ain't getting out. So
I heard Still Center say he ain't throwing at the combine. He's gonna throw at the pro day.
mm,
Um, ever since the where they play in the Big 12, right? Colorado play in the Big 12, right?
correct.
Yeah. So ever since the Big 12 championship game and a couple of other games they had, I want to say the Nebraska game too, but mainly the Big 12 championship. His stock been going down a little bit. So you think he might be hurting himself by not throwing at the combine because especially with his draft stock maybe sliding a little bit. Now he's not gonna take a big slide. Like he not projected to be he's still projected to be a top 10.
Hmm.
Ain't like he's down in the mid or bottom of the draft, but at the beginning at one point last season he was top three, number one quarterback off the board, and a top 5 draft pick. So you think that might hurt him by just waiting till his pro day?
Honestly, yeah. You gotta get all the reps in, man. How else are you gonna better yourself as far as your draft stock if you don't partake in those drills and stuff as far as a quarterback is concerned? You gotta do it, man. Because if you wait, now here's what has to happen though. He damn near gotta have a perfect pro day, bruh.
Yep.
You think about that. Yeah, he needs to partake in that. Because see, if you can have a, let's just say, decent uh the first part of it, and then he can actually turn around and have a monster pro day, then that's fine. Then you're not dip. The dip won't be that bad. But if you skip one and then you have a horrible pro day, you don't have nothing to back you up.
Yeah.
So that's a bad idea. He should partake in any and everything that the combine has to offer from a quarterback standpoint. You need to partake in it, man.
Yeah.
You have to.
And
You have to.
everything about him, he's more than likely he's gonna look good on his pro day because I'm assuming Travis Hunter is gonna be catching for him that
He
day.
will, more than likely.
So it should be good, but it's already been put out there that last year Caleb Williams didn't throw, Jaden Daniels didn't throw, Michael Penix Jr. didn't throw, and wasn't a big deal. So you'll see it ain't necessarily a definite when the QB doesn't throw. Um, I'm assuming he's not gonna do the 40 either because Shador really ain't known for his speed anyway, so I'm assuming he's skipping out on that too. He's probably just gonna do the interviews with the teams and get all his vitals and stuff done like that.
Hmm.
I'm hoping Travis Hunter do the 40 at the combine though. I want to see what his time gonna be looking like.
I was gonna ask you, what you think Sanders' time would be if you just had a guess off the top of your head.
Mm. I don't know because he ain't really known for his speed. He ain't slow, but
I think
he
he'll be I think it'd be like a 4.7 or 4.8.
that's by average, ain't it?
I mean, for a person that is considered, he's kind of, he's kind of on the back end as far as a dual threat. Back end
Mm-hmm.
meaning like he don't hardly run too much. He will if
Yeah,
he have to, type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll probably say like a 4.7, 4.7. That be my guess.
And if he can't run, he better be trying to get his speed up because these defenses are going to be a whole lot faster in the league. So these old lines only going to be able to do so much for you, even in the NFL. And if these plays fall apart, he gonna have to put them jets on.
He don't have a choice.
So I hope if he can't run, he need to be trying to get them sprints up.
Oh, he, if he don't know, he will know. Guarantee that.
And it would be very funny next year if Travis Hunter get a hit on him next year, get a sack him next year in the game.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Mm-hmm.
And that can very well just happen too.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends. I mean, depends on where he go, but I'm pretty sure wherever he go, they're gonna end up playing the team that Shadur play on. So NFL will make that happen for sure.
And as for Cam Ward, I don't see any reports of him not working out at the combine. So more
Mm.
than likely do everything.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw that he would do some games I've seen, and he sure better not bring that into the league. 'Cause they gonna light his ass up. It be those times where he would take off running
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of like he as soon as he's getting close to the sideline, but not exactly out, he'll just completely just slow down or something like he coming to a. It's like his speed just drifts off or something like that. No man, not in the NFL. You better full sprint out of bounds if you're gonna run out of bounds, or they're gonna light your ass up.
Real, for real.
So I mean, nah, man, the way you played in college, you some stuff you're not gonna be able to carry over because you in the big leagues, man. They catch on quick, so they're gonna force you to change the way you play anyway. That's how the
Yeah,
NFL is. So no matter how you slice at it, they're gonna force you to they're gonna force you to change up on how you do certain things. So that's my take on him.
yeah. So who you want in the Falcons to draft?
Well, it ain't gonna be no quarterback. So I mean, to be honest, oh man, I don't even. It's gonna. My guess would be it's gonna be a frontline defensive player. I'm just not sure who is gonna be. That'd be my first. That'd be I would think because to be honest, man, what's the name is on the tail end, man, and they're gonna need to go ahead and have somebody in place, man. And what I mean, who I'm talking about tail end, that's Jared,
Yeah,
because he ain't the same ever since he had that what was that the ACL he had.
yeah. I think it was ACL.
He's we both know you lose. We don't know how much of a speed that you lose, but you lose some of your mobility because of that. And so they was already talking about whether or not to keep him anyway, because the contract numbers and stuff. So I think we need to go ahead and have that next D line, whoever it is and wherever we come from, go ahead and draft one. I think we should go defense first pick.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it's gotta
hoping.
be a defensive lineman. That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm hoping for O lineman. That's what I'm.
I
That's
think
my hope.
I think that'll come.
Since it ain't looking like, because first I was like, we need to sign whatever top O lineman out there, but it ain't looking like it's gonna go their way. So I say we try to get one in the draft. But I would prefer to sign one.
Agreed. But if we actually went in the draft and got one, it's not going to be that number 15 pick. It's going to be either that second or third pick,
Yeah.
wherever they fall at. It's not going to be. It's not going to be in that first round. I can tell you that right now. It'll shock me if it be an O line in that first round.
Yeah.
It should be that second pick or that third one. That's just me.
1 second. Right now, looking at trying to find Kuipers, but Daniel Jeremiah has just had it. Michael Williams out of UGA,
Who is that?
edge rusher,
Yeah. Okay.
and it's people that want him. Ever since Philly been successful, they got to seem like now every year all the fans want the Falcons to just draft all these defensive players out of Georgia,
Well,
but that doesn't guarantee a championship.
nah, but you remember
A
I
couple of
mentioned
years
that.
ago on the other draft, but mention what?
Uh, Atlanta should not necessarily adopt the entire draft, the entire draft, but the way Philadelphia draft,
Yeah,
but they should key in on some players on certain teams.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And not just this draft, but like drafts after the fact too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And because it's just certain schools, man, be producing some prospects out the ass, man. And
So for
so
sure.
why not? Because if you
Yeah,
look at it on Philly's own, right, they got a good bit of Georgia players, but you know what's not being talked about that is highlighted that I am aware of. There's a lot.
mm-hmm,
There's quite a bit of Florida State on there too.
mm-hmm. Alabama players. They got a lot of Alabama
So,
players on the offense.
so you know, we'll see. We don't have that many picks, this year's draft, but I just hope we just make the best selection available, man. I hope that's what I'm hoping. And also, I saw where Jacksonville. Can you hear me?
And the font that I can't read, so I ain't fit to pay that no. Yeah, I can. Now I
Okay.
say I was reading a comment.
Oh. I saw where Jacksonville is making Christian Kirk available. And then I saw this earlier. That was earlier today. And then I actually commented on it. I said, shoot, to be honest, it all depends. If we can snag him, like that'll be a good number two for us to pair him with London.
Yeah. I fuck with that though.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad at all, man. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Who's your pick? Since we coming off since the season is back on and All Star break is gone, who's
Mhm.
your right now for MVP for regular season MVP in the NBA?
Regular season MVP. It's always the same two. You got the Joker, then you got SGA.
You think SGA actually get it this year? I feel like he is.
He can, yeah, absolutely.
Unless OKC take a bad slide this year, and plus OKC got a higher degree of difficulty. I wish these voters would take that into consideration. The Nuggets gonna be what they gonna be.
Exactly.
They play better team ball, even if they ain't got the firepower like a lot of teams. It's they kind of it might be this might be blasphemous to you, but they kind of remind me of the Spurs.
Who, the Nuggets?
Yeah, that team,
I mean,
that overall team play gonna get you every time. They might not have the most athletic, fastest, strongest players, but that chemistry and that teamwork and that team play gonna get them every time. And that
and that
coaching,
mo and that coaching, and then that motion offense, because that's pretty much that's the offense that the Spurs run, man. So
yeah.
it's a constant. It's movement. So I agree with that. I agree with that.
But I'd like to see SGA get it because really, honestly, he should have got it last year. But
True. I think you will, man.
yeah, it would have to take, like I say, OKC would have to take a big step back in these next couple weeks for him not to get it. And that show you it's a 2-man race because I haven't even heard nobody so far this season talk about who's number 3 behind both of them.
I hate to even say it. It probably don't even matter at this point because it's just gonna just be that right there. Those two going at it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm looking at the standings. Okay, in a far number third and fourth place, they got Giannis and Jason Tatum.
Mm.
So, so I mean, wouldn't be fair to give it to Jason Tatum because, like I say, what I keep bringing up that degree of difficulty. Boston just got way more weapons than OKC and Denver, so it wouldn't be fair to give it to them. Okay, Giannis, he deserves to be number 3, but like I say, it's a distant 3. It's a far distant 3.
Mm. What do you think? He probably don't, but and this is from the Eastern Conference. Do you think? Because I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at the standings as well, and I see Cleveland got the best overall. record in the league in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Um, two questions because I heard even Stephen A. Smith said it's not saying he's right, but he just offered his opinion on. I want to say it was a couple of days back when I saw this clip. He was like, Cleveland got a chance to win the East and go all the way to the finals. That's my
Yeah.
first question. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, they can. The East ain't stacked like that, but I just feel like whoever they end up playing out the West gonna probably beat them in about 5, 6 games if Cleveland do make it to the finals.
And then my other question is with the same team. I'm not. Let me see. I'm not sure where he's at as far as any statistical category, but Spider Mitchell. You think he probably won't have no running in regards to any type of individual awards or something. But you think he's a large part of that success
Yeah,
in
yeah,
C-Town?
yeah. Now
Me, I just
let's say Cleveland did get to the finals
uh
and they did win. I can see him being Finals MVP if they goddamn
yeah,
won.
that's true. Cause that Joker can go off at any given time. I'm telling you that, no. As long as he don't get hurt, whew,
Yeah,
he can light it up. I guess we'll see. The playoffs is about to start, so it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
you know, the third week of April.
Mm,
You know, so we'll see. Like I say, hopefully my team get in the play in. Like I say, we ain't got nothing else to play for. Can't tank.
I see that ninth in the East.
Lost to the Pistons tonight.
For real?
Yeah.
Scores. Let's see. Yeah, that man. Look at that man. That score, man. Golly. I'm not used to that type of shit right there, bro.
So you know nobody hardly wasn't playing defense.
Yeah, nah. I'm used to, believe it or not, I'm used to that Magic and the Wizards score. That final score. I'm used to seeing something like that. But and then my damn Spurs went down to the damn Pelicans. Damn it. But
But the Pistons, been playing us close every all season, every game we play against them. I think with the exception of one, been a close game every time we played them. Now they blowed
mm,
us out by like 25 one game this season, but all the rest of them, I think this was the final meeting between us
okay.
this season. But yeah, all the other games, but except one, been close, be hella close, just like this here, within like 5 or 6 points, or whoever,
Hmm.
whichever way it go.
Well, who you think is gonna just to hold on just a second. Who is this guy? I'm just seeing this here off of Football Forever off of Facebook saying that this defensive lineman named Donovan Munger passed away at the age of 30. Passed away at the age of 30.
Who he play for?
Blood
I know. I
clot.
don't know.
Ohio State. He was in the the college football playoff in the year 2015.
And so he
He was
died
a
last week.
yeah, he was a four-star recruit. He was diagnosed with a blood clot before the start of the 2013 season, which forced him to sit out a whole year. But he had to retire from football due to those blood clot issues from college.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's rough
All
though.
the more, all the more reason now to think about my boy Vic. Jesus, man,
Hmm.
there's some serious business there, man.
Yeah, you man, thing about a blood clot, unless you actually get yourself checked and get it diagnosed, you can have one right now and not even know it. Shit,
Yeah,
rough.
that's true. That's
See,
true.
Keanu Neal, he retired today.
Yeah, yeah, I saw it. Excuse me.
And he ain't even 30 years old. I respect the fact that he getting out now and ain't feel to waste people time and try to finesse for a check and all type of stuff like that. You know, he from he from Florida, ain't it? I think he is. No, he
Yeah,
played in
that's
Florida.
well. I know that's where he played college ball.
Yeah,
In it, or well, I ain't gonna say all players. Some people don't be smart with it, but during your tenure in the league, you should always be able to just set yourself up as far as quote unquote life after football, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, start something, or at least have a plan in place anyway. If you don't do nothing else, if you got a plan in place, and then you start from there after you're done, all right, that's cool and all. It's just you just can't just go full fledged and not have nothing after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So I've
Yeah.
always been that type of a thinker, man. Always set yourself up because you know what those three letters stand for.
Not for long.
Come on, man. Come on. So gotta be smart with it, man. They should have some kind of like some type of a mentorship program for that kind of stuff, just to kind of set themselves up after the fact.
They do, but this is the thing. Every time these veterans talk about this type of stuff, they say a lot of the players don't utilize the resources.
That's so
They,
sad, especially when it's free, bro. And I know it's free.
yeah, they don't take advantage of resources.
So sad.
A lot of these NFL teams, they give players opportunities to transition to either, even if especially if they want to stay in sports, they give a lot of these players the opportunity to transition either into the coach's room or the front office. A lot of them don't take it. They they give them free media training to the ones that want to do media, do TV afterwards. We see some of them take it, but for every one that take it, there's probably 10 that turn the opportunity down.
Yeah, another head scratcher, man. But I mean,
There's a and this is free. Excuse me, it's not free. I ain't meant to say free. It's open to anyone. There's a sportscaster training academy in Atlanta. Anybody can go. Me or you could go if we wanted to and had the money, but it's open to anybody. But the NBA has a program where they offer players to go train for free and get on the job training. I give you one example. And this is why I didn't like when Vince Carter was in Atlanta. The main reason he was there playing for the Hawks is because he was at that school training to become a media person. He had no intention of bringing anything to the team. He just had his foot out. He just know he had 1 foot out of the league. And Atlanta was number one where he moved there to live, and number two, he was trained to become a media person. Because I don't know if you remember that last year he played in the league. He called a lot of the games for the Hawks that season because he was training. And you see now he being on NBA TV and TNT a lot. And that was the whole
Yeah, you
point.
gotta.
The whole point of them training because TNT is in Atlanta, NBA TV is in Atlanta, and that training school is in Atlanta.
I mean, you
Dan
gotta
Patrick,
utilize these things, bro.
Dan Patrick got a broadcasting school in Florida called Dan Patrick School of Broadcasting. That's the name of the school. But them cats don't utilize it.
Sad, man. It's out there. So much resources, so much information, and they know and they can get access to it with no issues, no problem.
Yep.
But well, and then they
So,
wonder why things don't, and they wonder why things don't happen.
mm-hmm.
You know.
I wonder why that money dry up within the first 5 years of their retirement.
Oh well, couldn't be me in that situation as far as how I be thinking, bro. Oh no, man, I'm setting myself up, bro.
Yep. So
I mean, I ain't gonna let it just be football and that's it, bro. Like right now, what I'm doing right now, now this right here, like what we doing. Then I got stay ready, attack mode, and the detailing. I mean, hey, it's lined up.
big fans, big fans.
Just it's just you just gotta put yourself in a position to win, man, and not just solely rely on one. I got that from mom, dude. Love you, mama. Always have more than one. Always have more than one reliable source of income. Always.
Big fans, big fans.
So
Well, I'm
that's an
about to go ahead and close the show out, shut the stream down. We went for about an hour. If it wasn't so late, we could go longer. We got started kind of late.
it's all good.
We're gonna hopefully tomorrow night or Tuesday night we had a whole crew on
True, true.
to talk. But we're gonna go ahead and sign off and play the outro video.
All right.
But this is second. This is channel 6. Channel 6